Hello everybody, and welcome back to Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader. So, I did a thing in between episodes. I did respec Wilbur here in order to kind of more focus on what I wanted to focus on and not just picking random skills that I liked at the time. So I'll go over that right now. First thing. And there's time codes if you want to skip it, but I'm just going to go over what exactly in my build has changed. So I'm still Grand Strategist, obviously. I'm not changing that. I did go more ballistic skill instead of the dual wielding. We're no longer going to be dual wielding. I didn't really see the value in it on him per se. So I do like the sniper. I think I'm gonna rock the sniper for quite a while, if not forever. I think sniping is the way to go. I didn't get this one because I felt that doing the Alderi weapon proficiency wasn't worth the 2 points in damage I'd be getting. And plus it's like an extra AP to shoot. And I mean the additional hit chance is good, but yeah, I just didn't I didn't go for it. I didn't feel like it. So I'm gonna be rocking this this sniper, and then I have the shotgun as a backup just for closer encounters, which is good. So let's go over what exactly I changed in this build here. I'm gonna be real with you, I don't remember what I used to have, so I'm just gonna kind of go over what I took. Oh, and here we go. Everything's on the side here. I like this circle. So, of course, we get the voice of command, and then I pick Persuasion, obviously. Then we get Bring It Down. Then we get Finest Hour. Bring It Down is, like, the best skill in the game, pretty much, in my opinion. Then we get our, what's it called? Our fucking... Oh my god, what is it called? The Desperate Times and Heroic Acts? I think it's a Heroic Act in Desperate Times. Anyway, Desperate Measures, that's what it is. Anyway, I took the Commanding Voice, which extends the range of my voice of command, which is amazing. Then I took Fellowship, obviously, to boost that. I took You Do Something, where if I use an ability on a servant, then they get +1 AP. Which is super good, because I'm going to be making people my servants and then putting voice of command on them, which is good. I took this one, No Respite. Whenever the officer's ability grants action points to an ally, that ally also gains +1 to all characteristics for every action point gained until the end of combat. So if I'm doing this, the Bring It Down to the same person every time, they're going to get buffed to hell. Like, that's gonna be crazy. I love that. Again, Fellowship, just to pump that up more. I did take the Take Aim to where they can ignore cover on their next attack, and if they're under the effect of voice command, this attack will ignore enemy dodge. Additionally, the damage from this attack cannot be reduced below 48% for any reason, which is cool. Then I took Basic Persuasion just to bump that up because I want all of that. I took this one Steady for the Take Aim feature. Also increases damage of the next range attack by 5%. This bonus is increased by 1% for each cell between the attacker and the target. So this would be very good for sniping. I don't think I can use it on myself, but I believe it says next ranged attack, so I'm thinking that includes the psychic stuff. The psyker stuff, which would be good. I don't know for sure. Then I took more Persuasion, obviously. Then on this one, I did take the extra turn. During the extra turn, all their non-attacking abilities cost -1 AP, which is good. So they can buff themselves before attacking. And then I took Coercion just because I didn't really know what to put in there next. It is higher than Jay's now, so I guess that's good. So that's fine. I took Ballistic Skill next, because I want to shoot bang, shoot bang. Then I took advanced persuasion, give me another 13 persuasion, and I get to re-roll failed skill checks. 1 attempt per each test, which is super good. Pretty crazy if you think about it. Then more ballistic skill. Then I took the move in order to get my people around more. And then I took this, which was kind of like iffy for me, I was thinking about. The solid projectile weapon attacks gain +2 minimum damage. So that, in of itself, basically makes my sniper rifle that other sniper rifle. And this, because it was only 2 minimum damage that I'd be gaining from switching to that other rifle. So keeping this and having, this is for any solid projectile weapon. So I believe that includes the shotgun. Let me check real quick. Is this yeah, this is considered a solid projectile weapon. So now this does 20 to 22. I believe. I don't know if that's showing the buff. I don't think it is, because I think it was 18 to 22 from the beginning there. So that's cool. Then we got focus, where when I use an ability on an ally, they gain a bonus to their perception and ballistic skill, which is cool. And then this can stack, but they lose half the stacks at the end of the round, at the end of their turn, basically. Then I took more coercion. Very cool. Willpower, it was the only thing I could really pick besides weapon skill and toughness, which I don't really need. I do need more mental fortitude, like against warp abilities and stuff, so that'd be cool, just to buff that as much as I can. Then I took You Go On, where the servant gets +2 movement points every turn, which is pretty crazy. I didn't realize that was a thing, that would just like buff and buff and buff and buff and buff. So if I put that on Abelard, or if I put that on, maybe even, Cabela here, she can just get around, you know, like crazy. Anyway, then this one, I took the damage bonus. During the extra turn, they do 18% more damage, and until the end of combat, the target gains the effects of Voice of Command. So, very cool. That was my officer there, and in my Grand Strategist, I haven't really gotten into, obviously, because I'm only level 18. I only had 3 levels in this. So I got the combat tactics, where I can do the areas of effect, basically, and then I took this one, the kill zone strategy, where I can choose one of those places, and then I can, so basically for that round, all enemies in the area are forced to re-roll successful dodge and parry tests against all attacks. Any enemy that suffer damage and are left with less than 18 wounds dies immediately, which will be super fun, I think. I think that'll come in handy at some point. What does this scale off of? My intelligence plus fellowship bonus. Okay. So that's good. At least I'm not very intelligent, I don't think. But, let me see here. It's 35. It's not great. It's above average, just a bit. But then, yeah. Oh, the malediction. Oh, okay. That's where that's going from, the grim portent. Okay, well that's good to know. And then from there, I took the adjusting front line. If there are more enemies than allies in the front line, all allies in the area gain 7% to parry and dodge. And if there are more allies than enemies, they do 7% more damage, which is just super all-around good. No real downsides, or I feel like I'll use that literally all the time, which is fine. And then next, we're going to get this Take and Hold, which I think is the heroic deck. And then rank 5, we get that fucking +1 AP to all characters at level 20, dude. Oh, that's going to be so much fun. Okay, well, now that that's over, that took about 10 minutes, so we're moving on, dude. We're gonna go explore our ship here. We're gonna go see what kind of trouble we can get into. So we don't need to go to the Lord Captain's quarters. We can go to the freight line, which is where I believe the quest for Cabela is. We can go to the shrine, which I don't know what exactly that is, or we can go to the chapel. So I think for now we're going to start in the line here, freight line. So I would like to take... I'll keep Abelard. I keep Cassia for sure. Those two are like mainstays in my opinion. I don't think I need Heinrichs. I think I'll take Cabela instead of Heinrichs. Do I want to take someone other than Pascal here? Do I want to take Jay? An interesting proposition. I think I will. Oh, hold on. What? Let me just double check what everybody's shit is. So she's the blade dancer, obviously. She's going to be going in and having fun. She is... Is she an officer as well? Do we need 3 officers? She does have that dual wielding with the cool pistols. The cool alien pistols. Which will be cool to use. Yeah, I think I'll take that team, just because I want to use our 2 most new party members here. Oh, okay, so they have to be in order. Okay, didn't know that. That's cool. I can't change the order of them. That's weird, but fine, I guess. Doesn't really matter in the long haul. I mean, it's a turn-based game, so it's not like I'm on a time limit for, like, getting my shit in order and remembering what does what, you know? But we'll see where this leads. This picture is very ominous with the big goo tunnel. The hell is that, actually? Soylent Greens? The big slop? It's taking a long time to load. Hey, that much. There we go. Let's get it. Okay. Cutscene. People are not used to me coming down here, eh? Edok Frenzo. A sturdy-built man with an augmented jaw stands at attention. The dark circles under his eyes speak to many sleepless nights, but his voice is loud and spirited. Welcome to Freight Hub LD-987/A14, Lord Captain. I am Edok Frenzo, Captain of the Enforcers in the Lower Deck Bay LD-A14. Master-at-Arms has assigned me to be your liaison for the duration of your stay here. Very nice. Lord Captain, would you like to inspect the control room or to begin your search for the Temple of the Bloodspun Web? He says the last part with obvious concern. Uh-oh. What the hell? Decision consequences. Noble blood runs through your veins. Just thinking about the prospect of walking around the lower decks wounds your refined senses. Your mind conjures vivid images of filth and poverty hanging in the air, seeping out of every crack, gnawing their way through your skin. Well, calm down, Wilbur. You'll be fine, buddy. You'll be okay. Seems you were prepared for my visit. How did you and Sourback know I was coming now? Do you know how to reach the Temple of the Bloodspun Web? I'm here to inspect the entire compartment. I'm curious to see how people in the lower decks live. Why I am here is none of your business. So, we're definitely doing this one, but I do want to ask some questions first. Do you know how to get there? I'm sorry, Lord Captain, I do not. No one knows. The cultists are too adept at hiding and keeping their secrets, and it worries me that you might have to walk around the entire compartment looking for the temple. Why are you worried? Is there a problem in this compartment? The lower decks are not suitable for someone of your status, and it's not just the grime and the crowds of brutish laborers. I suspect that the entrance to the Temple of Death is hidden in some dark corner where you might encounter criminals or contagious outcasts. With that kind with the kind of riffraff that dwells there, you might even be attacked. Jesus. She's right there with me, dude. Like, in terms of, like, just being so, like, noble and grossed out by the peasants. Ew, Cassia shivers. Such ghastly places you describe. We are not headed there, are we, Lord Captain? Cass, knowing Lord Captain, I wouldn't get my hopes up. Just think of it as an exotic outing. He frowns. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. He frowns. To put it bluntly, although the Bay performs its functions well, even its more civilized sections are sorely lacking in discipline. I was only assigned recently, so I haven't had time to straighten everything up, since doing so will require making some serious changes. I am not inventing excuses, Lord Captain. As the officer in charge, I fully accept responsibility for what takes place in this compartment. Being assigned here almost seems like exile. Did you commit an infraction? I hereby offer you my assistance, Captain. I shall conduct an inspection and then share my thoughts on how to change this place for the better. Rejoice, Frenzo. The Lord Captain himself has deigned to deal with your problems. Rest assured, I will provide you some crucial guidance once I am done inspecting the Bay. The situation in the Bay does not interest me. I am here on business, and I have no intention of staying any longer than I need to. I'll tell him I'm offering my assistance. Inspect the Enforcer checkpoint, visit the Bay's forbidden areas. But he stops himself mid-protest and assumes a more compliant tone. In that case, I urge you to remain vigilant. The freight trains move at great speeds, and the inhabitants of the residential units are despicable rabble. One must never drop one's guard around them. The Emperor preserve you for stumbling into the pestilence pit. That's where the madmen and the lepers live. The Cult of the Blood-Spun Web has a presence in this compartment, does it not? Tell me about the station. Hub LD 987 A14 connects the lower decks, freights, residential, and artillery bays. Our task is to monitor the flow of the labor force and prevent supply disruptions between bays. Who maintains the hub? Oops, shit, that's not what I meant to say. What is the situation on the lower decks? Most of the locals unload trains and sort provisions. We give maintenance jobs to those more capable, to the more capable ones. The rest are reserve workforce. Whenever the crew are lost on the deck, we find replacements for them among rats. Among those rats. Jesus. If extra hands are needed anywhere else, there are always more than enough volunteers eager to work for rations. They even queue for jobs. Who maintains this hub? Traffic controllers. They're technomats trained by priests of the machine cult to keep the secret cogitators in working order and prevent train collisions. The consequences of an accident like that would be easy to imagine, especially if one of the trains were carrying macro cannon ordnance. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Also employed here are an enforcer squad, a team of Inferni, the clerks who keep cargo records, the Medicaid officers, a fine chap whose medicine... Oh, and a Medicaid officer. Just one. A fine chap whose medicine of choice is a bullet. May the God Emperor forgive him. What the fuck? That's creepy. Okay. Hippocratic oath don't exist in the far grimdark future. Not every void ship can boast of its own railway. That is true. Usually higher class ships are the ones that get trains, but it's far from the greatest thing a rogue trader warrant can see done. The credit here goes to Lady Theodore's predecessor, on whose orders the Adeptus Mechanicus assisted in birthing this miracle of sacred engineering from the womb of the Dynasty flagship. The rabble causes no problems, I hope. Surely you're joking, Lord Captain. The rabble are base in nature. They're based? And mutiny is always on their minds. They steal whatever they can to get their hands on, whatever they can get their hands on, and lately they've moved from rations to tin food to weapons. We confiscate these regularly, of course, and keep the serfs meek and terrified. That's the only way we can protect the mindless herd from themselves. Oh, another thing the bastards do on the regular basis is build their shacks in front of service tunnels entrances. That has delayed the arrival of Infernus brigades during several emergencies and caused air and power supply problems in adjacent bays. We burn those saboteurs along with their shacks, but they just keep pressing on regardless. Mutinous rabble? How paranoid of you. Should we say that? Fuck it. To the best of my knowledge, being paranoid is practically a requirement in our line of work. In any case, the rabble are always plotting. Take my word for it. I've learned enough. At your service, Lord Captain. Always at your service, Lord Captain. They have a presence in this compartment, do they not? That is correct. The enforcers do not bar them from carrying out their sacred duties, he scowls. As irregular as it is to have armed crew members set up secret hideouts forbidden to the enforcers, and that they can go around dispensing bloody justice. What do you know of the death cultists? Not much, but I'm always trying to learn more, given that they like to pay visits to my compartment. He scratches his head, thinking. The Spinners honor the Emperor through death. They kill notorious reprobates and heretics. Sometimes they kill righteous folk, and other times they other times even seemingly at random. Their rituals are morbid and their prayers are strange. Anyone not initiated with their rites would struggle to make any sense of them. Do you not take issue with the death cultists killing people on your territory? He avoids looking at Cabela. I do, Lord Captain, but the cult is authorized to exist on this ship, which means their activities down here are not to be interfered with. I see. Captain grumbles suddenly under his breath, sullenly. Okay. Be steadfast in your duty, Captain. The Emperor protects, Lord Captain. Alright, dismissed, fellas. Epic. Now. Oops, that's the wrong button. Okay. Oh, that's Abelard in front. Oh yeah, Wilbur's in the back. Wait, why is he... What debuff is that? Oh, disgusting. Oh, this character suffers a minus 10 penalty to all skills. A foray into the world of the lower decks is a great trial for any highborn figure. Fuck, that sucked. Okay. Shit. Well. Okay. Well, that's cool. Let's see. Anything around here that needs taken care of? There's goods right there. Very good. There's just maglock scabbards just on the floor. Epic. Okay, let's see. Anyone of note here? We can just do that. Scribe. 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 Seems like he's the only one here with a name.
Follow my lead.
Goddamn, you don't have to scream. Okay. Yeah, these are all faceless, nameless assholes. Let's look at the map real quick, see if there's anything. Oops, didn't mean that. Okay. Is that blood? It can't be. We scrubbed the deck 3 times right before the rogue trader came. Void, take me. The captain will have our heads. Okay. Can I move on? Okay, there we go. Is this the welcome you give a rogue trader? Abelard nostrils flare in anger. Whoever had the audacity to leave this behind is this appalling symbol. I will see that the Master of Arms calls them to account herself. That's probably like an arrow showing us the way to the bloodspun web, I'm assuming. Corner of the captain's mouth twitches nervously as he mutters, damn those, how did they even... Examine the mark. Succeeded. Oh yeah, we had 120% chance. That's awesome. You have seen this sort of symbol before. Death cults carve bleeding marks like this into their own skin. Cabela carves the same symbol on the back of her hands with a knife and whispers a prayer. Dom and Wilbur, remember this sign. It is the beginning of your quest, the first blood trail. Do you know what this mark is? It resembles one of the symbols associated with the bloodspun web. It was... What was it called again? The Song of Trailing Blood, I think? It's a prayer familiar to many in the compartment. We've heard spinners say it when they, well, perform their signature acts of service to the Emperor. Oh, fuck, here we go. Takes a deep breath. The soundless shadows sank into the dark. Slashed feet crescendo. A fatal dance. Blades sung in tempo. Each edge of an echo. Twin odes to death throes. Now on her sacred blood, as she once trod the backs of foes, tread countless souls, but none who know. Okay. Very cool. You memorized the verse? Why? When I took up my post here, I made sure to familiarize myself with all the particular qualities of the compartment. I soon heard about the verse and decided to investigate. I questioned a number of people who followed the bloodspun web as I was trying to figure out if there was any Perncius? I don't know about it. And eventually I learned the whole thing, he frowns. The words are certainly strange, but it's nothing worse than that it seems. Why would they leave their mark here? Maybe it has something to do with them inviting you to visit their temple. Maybe they're trying to get your attention. Apologies, Lord Captain. I'm no good at deciphering their disturbing riddles. What is the song Blood Trial? Song of Bleeding Trial, or whatever. Trailing Blood. I'm retarded. From what I can tell, it's something like a prayer with several verses that tell about the life of one of the cultish saints, Ariana. Ariane? Or the Monarch Spider, as they call her. Obvious. Your outstanding intellect is known beyond the bounds of your home system. Okay. In other words, it's an invitation. It's only too obvious that the cultists obsessed with mysticism would never use prose to mark their way to their temple. They are too fond of their obscure chants and cryptic verses. So I'm invited to follow the trail of blood, it seems. I accept the spinner's invitation. Okay. Follow the blood symbols. I hope you find what you're looking for and return to the upper deck safely, Lord Captain. Oh, god damn. That's the whole thing, huh? Okay. You think you can make out letters woven into the intricate symbols, and through the meaning of each individual letter eludes you, and though each individual letter eludes you, together they unmistakably form an arrow pointing in a certain direction. But is it pointing this way? Or is it pointing this way? I don't know.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
I don't think it's pointing that way. I don't know. Very weird. Anyway, let's go. Open the door here, see if we can find another symbol
Upper
here.
deckers avoid coming here. But how can one live aboard the flagship only to turn one's back on the core that gives it life?
This core can just as easily take a life too. Especially if someone around here takes a fancy to your boots.
Okay. Damn, there's a lot of people here. There's some green goo. Oh, my camera's gone. Okay, there it is. Yeah. I can't tell if that's glass or goo. Looks like glass, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Okay. Interesting.
None shall stand in my way.
What is this? Bolt doors lead to the Enforcer's living quarters and hub provision depot. Serve the dynasty of the Rogue Trader. Lord of the Rogue Trader. Epic, epic. Uh-oh. This is the last of the hub's vials for this work cycle. Do you have any idea how much this costs? How much it costs? Do I click through this? There, 57 ration cards. It's all I've got, I swear. Spent the rest of the rot gut again, I'm guessing, on rot gut again. I'm not doing you any more favors. Give up the drink and get used to a life of pestilence piss. Or get used to it. God damn. I hope you get hit by a train. Boo hoo 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 hoo. That's the quartermaster. Oh, there's some goods. 2 med kits. Sick. Fucking amazing. Awesome. Love it. Go here. Can we talk to the quartermaster? No, it doesn't seem like we can.
It's about time.
Wonder if we can talk to that guy who ran away like a pussy baby. Inspect the enforcement checkpoint. Raga is unfortunate. You ever heard the Rogue Trader coming to the lower decks? Hey, there's the other symbol. Let's see here. The longer you stare at the mark, the quieter the sounds of the station become. The shadows grow longer and the... Oh my god. What the fuck? The shadows grow longer and seem to stretch in the direction of the adjacent station. So weird that it does that.
Victory awaits.
Okay. There's a door there. There's some goods behind it. A lot of people down here. Hey, there's Heinrich. That's the, Infernus, whatever, master, whatever. Anything here? It seems like there's some loot over here. And some loot over here. Oh, my camera is gone. Okay, so that seems to be... Okay, so there seems to be an area with loot. I'd have to cross this without getting hit by the train, which is probably what he's there for, to extend this bridge, I think, to where I can get over here. But I think I'm going to call it there for today. We're going to be checking out the lower decks later on. Very cool. We definitely get to follow these symbols once again, just like in the shadow quarters of the Footfall, where we'll be finding their secret hideout. And yeah, we respect Wilbur in between episodes. Now he's a lot more efficient, I believe. I like that he's kind of streamlined into his character now. He's getting there. Sniper commander, strategist. Pretty sick, in my opinion, and kind of suits him perfectly, honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there. I'll see you in the next one.